you. We got a problem. 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 Yeah, it's probably you. Yeah, we got a problem. We got a problem. Yeah, we got a problem. We got a problem.
What's poppin', people? Cobra Star Green back with you out in the video. That y'all first time finding my channel or anything like that. For your boy, hit the subscribe button. Also that video. Yes, today I will be reviewing Puss in Boots: The Last of the Wishes. You know what I'm saying? So yes, is this movie worth your watching? Is it not? I will be explaining all of that today. But hey, like I said, your first time, hit the subscribe button. Also the video. There is a section where we'll be spoiling a couple of things, but that won't happen until like the freestyle section part when I'm right back here in this chair. And I'll let you guys know exactly. I'll put like, hey, I'm about to spoil something, so you guys will know exactly when to come in, when to come out. You know what I'm saying? For your viewing pleasure. But the stuff I spoil in the movie, it ain't really that bad that it will kill the experience. You know what I'm saying? But hey, with saying that, let's get on with the review. Story. What this movie about, man? Puss was on the high life and on the verge of retirement when he finds out he is wanted and getting tracked down by one of the best bounty hunters, to the point where Puss is losing it and he doesn't even want to wear the suit anymore. Then he finds out there is something that will give him a magic wish, but will that be enough for Puss to finally find himself once again? So now with saying all that, it's time to get into my review. So right here, I'm gonna mix in some stuff I liked and some things I didn't like. So first thing, let's talk about something I liked: the animation. DreamWorks always does a great job with the animation that they present in their movies. This is something I never have to worry about, and it's the same way here. It is a great job at showing attention to detail, a great articulate design, and it also does a great job at showing the characters' emotions. All that through the animation. And I even liked how some characters are animated in a different style and a different frame rate than other characters. So big kudos to the animation department when it comes to DreamWorks. Like I said, it's something you'd really never have to worry about with them. So once again, they did a great job here. Now the next thing I'm going to talk about is the characters. Okay, so I'm a little mixed on this one. Just hear me out. Okay, so Puss gets the most amount of development as a character. I mean, well, that's because he gets the most amount of screen time, but you can see he has different states of personality in this one. Antonio Banderas definitely does a great job at bringing personality to the character like he always does, but way better here and punched up. We have never seen Puss face adversity like he does in this movie. He starts off the movie arrogant, self-righteous, and then throughout the movie it starts to change. And I thought his character arc was very well done. And the reason why he was mainly changed was for the big bad wolf played by Wagner Mawa. I think that's how you say his name. Let me tell you something. This isn't no PG villain. This dude damn near had me scared. He is a bounty hunter trying to get Puss in the movie. And like I said, this wolf had me scared. I'm not gonna lie. I did want more from this character, but I see his only purpose was to change Puss. So pretty much a one-note villain and doesn't change. But great job Wagner at playing and voice acting the character. You also have Peril the dog, played by Harvey Gillian. I think that's how you say his name. And look, DreamWorks, I see what you wanted to capture. You wanted to get the characteristics of a dog when you created this character, but you just ended up making the character annoying to the point. There was one time in my life where I wanted dogs to be able to talk to humans, and now I don't want to because of payroll. I see the point for this character was to pretty much sell toys, but come on. The character doesn't change Puss too much. It's only that Puss and other characters just get used to him. So me, not a fan of payroll at all. Now let me go ahead and talk about the rest of these characters. So next you have Kitty Southpaw, played by Samila Hayek. Samila. Nah, I'm just kidding. She does a great job at voice acting the character and helping balance Puss and making him see another side. Then you have another character, Goldilocks, played by Florence Pugh, I think. I don't know how to say that girl's last name, so don't get on me. And once again, another job of great voice acting, and she even has her own reasons to go after this specific wish. And I thought the character's chemistry with the other bears in the movie was done right and did a great arc for her character. And last but not least, we have Kingpin. I mean Jack Horner. And well, honestly, I saw no point in this character. If you take this character out the movie doesn't change. I understand he is just a prick and you're rooting for him to get his throughout the movie because of his bad traits and how he treats other characters, but he's really there only to be a secondary villain. So yeah, wasn't a fan of Jack Horner at all. But before we go to freestyle time, let's talk about the music and sound. Ooh, wee, did I enjoy the music and sound here. Look, I'm not gonna lie, I really enjoyed the sound selection they had here. There's a song they play in the first 5 minutes of the movie, and I kept repeating that song throughout the entirety of the film. But I'm not gonna lie, DreamWorks, y'all almost ruined it because y'all played it to the goddamn ground. But I still really like the song though. And also the sound that they have here too, how it plays out in each scene, they did an amazing job with that also. But it's time for freestyle time! Who is your favorite fearless hero? Who is your favorite fearless hero? Y'all know what I'm saying. If y'all watch the movie, y'all know where I got that from. But yes, man, this is the freestyle section. Or I like to say freestyle time and stuff like that. It's just a sit back, laid back format where, you know what I'm saying, I still review the movie, but just in a laid back format where we just sit back, we just talk about it, man. So, as you guys seen, I talk about the characters, about the animation and stuff like that. I know there was stuff I said I liked, some stuff I didn't like, but I'll just say, man, with this movie, end all, I had a lot of fun watching this movie. I'm not gonna lie to any of you guys. Like I said, I didn't say, but I've actually watched it a couple of times, actually. You know what I'm saying? I watched it, then I watched it again. And I was like, damn, like, through all the critiques I had, I was like, yes, there is a lot of fun to be had with this movie. You know, I'm getting older, and it's to the point where it's like, you know, I don't really look at the kids' movies as much. Cause I'm like, wow, like they don't hit the same as, you know, as I was when I was a kid. When I was a kid, man, these movies, I'd be like, yeah. But now I'm like, yeah, you know. But this one kind of had me in that yeah phase. You know, there's, like I said, tons of fun to be had here, man. I think the way they wrote some of the characters are really well done. I even said it before with Puss, you know. You meet Puss in this movie, in The Last Wish, and he's at his highest moment. He starts out at his highest moment. Like I said, arrogant, you know, self-righteous. And then you meet him later, and you go throughout his little journey in this movie, and it's like he's not even believing in himself anymore. He's like, I can't do this anymore. And I really felt like the way they carried that arc and how they did his arc in the film was just very well done. I don't know whoever wrote his part. Hey, big kudos to you because you definitely know how to write an arc. And I think this was really well done because it also fit in line with his character, you know, so it didn't feel like this was so out of place, you know, so very kudos job. As like I said, there's other characters I just hated. I could talk about it really quickly, because I know I've said it before, but, you know, it's a laid-back format where I'm like, all right, but what was his character's name again? I got it in my notes. Pero, I think Pero, the damn dog. Look, I know the kids are going to eat this character up. They're going to love this character. But me as an adult, me getting older, I hated him. Oh, my. Like I said, look, I said in the review part, I see what they were trying to do. They were trying to capture all the characteristics of a dog, right? And put him into this character. But y'all just ended up making the character annoying to me. I'm sitting there, I'm like, Puss, if you don't get rid of this dog, I'm like, yo, this dog is beyond annoying to me, you know? And I know there's going to be people on the opposite spectrum of me. And they can be like, Cobra, I really did enjoy this dog. And to each his own, you know what I'm saying? If you say you like the dog in the film, I promise you I won't hate you. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I might slap you one time. You know what I'm saying? But I won't hate you, you know? But I could see people liking this character. But as I seen this character in my eyes, I seen him as we're trying to sell toys off of this specific character. That's just how I saw him. I saw him as just a toy, you know? So that's why I didn't really like him too much. And honestly, he didn't even really change Puss too much. It was honestly off of the fact that it was like these characters, like I said, just adapted to him. You know, they're like, all right, you're here. We might as well get used to you. That's just pretty much how I seen it, you know? So wasn't a really big fan of him. I wasn't a big fan of some other characters too. But I already put him in the earlier parts. I ain't gotta go through this back through this stuff one by one. One thing I will say, is I really wish, I guess this is spoilers, I guess. So I don't think this really is a spoiler or too much of a spoiler. But I really wish we would have gotten a longer part of Puss not being in his uniform. You know, there's a certain section in the movie. I guess this is a spoiler or whatnot. But like, I ain't gonna lie, Puss gets his ass beat. You know, I'm gonna talk about who beats his ass a little bit more in a second. But yeah, Puss gets his ass beat. And there's a certain part where he's like, damn, he doesn't feel himself. And I wish we really would have spent a little more time in that section. Because it's kind of like he's not himself. And then like something happens where he finds out about these wishes or this wish. And then he's like, oh, okay, go get the suit back. You know, and I'm like, damn, I wish he would have just spent some more time where he's not having his suit. Him trying to find himself. You know, I wish he would have spent a little more time there. That's a little bit of a critique for me. Because I'm like, damn, y'all spent there. We spent with him for like 10 minutes. The only reason why we did it was so we could meet Pero. Is that his name? Pero? Or something like that? So the only reason why we went to the whole entire section was to meet that damn dog. So I wish there was just more to it. That was a big takeaway I wrote down in my notes because I was just like, damn, I wish there was actually more to be talked there. But man, I'm telling y'all, my favorite character in the movie, I ain't gonna cut. No, it was Puss. It was Puss. But man, I'm talking about a close second, man. And I wish there was more to this character. There just wasn't, man. But the villain of the film, and he was very one-noted. He was more of like, let me bring Puss back down to earth type of character. You know, he's like, yo, this dude's on his high horse too goddamn much. That's just pretty much how I saw this guy's character. But the villain of the film, Wolf, I think it wasn't a bad wolf or something. Man, this is not no goddamn PG villain, y'all. I told y'all in my first part, this dude had me scared. I'm like, yo, Puss, I don't know how to get out of this one, my boy. I'm like, hey, this man right here talking about death a lot. And it was another weird thing too with that. But let me get through him real quick. I love this character. I really wish he wasn't one noted. I wish he could do more as a villain, you know. But I gotta talk about something really quickly because I brought up another point of mine that I was gonna talk about. So throughout this movie, spoiler, whatever. I guess it's a spoiler part. I don't know. But they're talking about this Puss and his 9 lives, and he only has one more life, right? That's the big thing about this movie. And that's why he wants his one last wish. Y'all are really gonna, DreamWorks, listen to me. Y'all are really gonna have kids convinced that cats gonna really have 9 lives. Y'all gonna have kids convinced that they can just easily, if I drop my cat from the top of this skyscraper, he'll be all right. He has 9 lives. Y'all better stop. Because throughout the movie, Puss is literally like, I got one more life, one more life. You know what I'm saying? Like pretty much like he wasted his other 8. So y'all gonna have kids going out there thinking like, yo, these cats got 8 lives. If I try to kill him 8 times, he'd be all right. You know, so y'all gotta stop that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, there was a lot of stuff, a lot of fun and stuff to be had here. Like I said, man, dealing with Puss's character arc to even the other characters you meet. I know I talked about the brick wall dude. I call him Kingpin, honestly, because that's what his character design looks like to me was Kingpin. But yeah, I just really wasn't a fan of his character because this just wasn't a lot to him. I think his name was Jack. It wasn't a lot to his character. And honestly, before I get to my rating, man, if y'all think I'm lying or not, let me know. But didn't this movie end just like Guardians of the Galaxy? The first one. Let me know in the comment section down below. Did this movie not end like Guardians of the Galaxy 1? It moved, I damn think verbatim the same way as Guardians of the Galaxy 1. But y'all let me know that. But let's get into my rating of the film, man. Look, you know, when it comes to me and kids' movies, they're very hit or miss, you know, because I know that I'm not really the target audience for these anymore. But sitting back, watching this film, having my fun with this film, I will say definitely take your kids to go see. I mean, you're going to do it anyway, whatever I say, regardless or not. But I'll just say there's a lot of fun to be had here, man. Especially when it comes to a kids movie, I didn't think the writing would be as good as it was here. That was the main thing that surprised me with this film was how good the writing was. I'm like, wow, when I go see a kids movie, that's not the first thing I'm expecting is good writing. But I was like, damn, like y'all really focused on these characters here. You focused on Pocahontas a little bit. Focus on Puss. I guess you could say you focus on Perro, even though I hated them focusing on him, cause he never got any character damn development. But you know, you focus on all these characters. The animation. One thing I know about DreamWorks, I never have to worry about their animation at all. Their animation will always be solid, always will be good. And I think the thing that they don't really get praised enough about when it comes to their animation is the emotion they display on the characters' faces. So there's a lot of times where a character is like sad and they really express that emotion on the characters' faces. I think they do a really, really great job at showcasing that in this movie. Man, I forgot to talk about Salma Hayek. She did such a great job voicing the kitty. Man, there wasn't a lot to hate here except for, you know, saying some of the characters I did hate. But I'll just say this. Definitely take your kid to go see this. I think this is a lot of fun here. Lots and lots of fun here, man. Not too long. It's about 1 hour and 40 minutes. So, honestly, you'll be in and out of there really quickly. It doesn't overstay its welcome at all. And even the action parts, I think, are really well done. I don't want to talk about the action too much, but I think the action is pretty much really well done, too. But, hey... And even, yeah, and pretty much like they're all going after this one wish and stuff like that. So I was like, oh, this is an interesting dynamic because you're focusing on different characters, different groups, I should say, like Pocahontas and her bears, Puss in Boots and Kitty and Perro, and then you have Jack. You're focusing on all these characters, but it's just like there was fun to be had with each little segment. But I didn't think Jack needed to be in the movie, y'all. Because if you take out Jack, the movie is the exact same. Yeah, another thing I liked is that you go through this film where it's a side of Puss we haven't seen a lot, and it's of him in fear. You know, throughout this entire movie, he is in fear. And it's like, wow, they're spending a lot of time on this aspect of Puss, and I'm really, really enjoying it. You go from him being super confident to him just like, I don't know if I can do this, you know? So it's like, heavy breathing and all that. I'm like, wow, they really did a really great job with Puss. That's what I said. Like, his arc is really well done in this film. So, hey, man. Oh, I didn't even give my rating. I'm so sorry. Yeah, you're like, Kobe, you didn't give your rating for the movie. Look, I'm giving this movie, hey, I had fun with it. I cannot complain. 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10. I think that's a fair rating for it. I think that's a very, very fair rating for it. And I watched it twice. You know what I'm saying? So, I think that's definitely worth your watch. I don't know. I watched it from the comfort of my home. You might be able to watch it. I think it's going straight to theaters, but I think you'd be fine just waiting on it to hit your home market, waiting on it to hit like HBO Max or whatever streaming service will come on. I don't know what service would I don't know what streaming service would pick it up, but I think you'd probably be fine to wait on it. But if you do want to go see it, you know, there's nothing wrong with that, going to see it in a theater, because there's, like I said, definitely a lot of fun, even though I've said fun about 30 times. So yes, that was my review of Puss in Boots. Like I said, there were some things I liked, some things I didn't like, but you know, I had fun watching the film. I actually watched it twice, to be honest with y'all. But hey, man, y'all first time finding my channel for your boy, please hit the subscribe button. Also, please, y'all, like the video. It really help if you guys like the video. And, you know what I'm saying? If you have a friend, a colleague, you know, recommend this video to them. You know what I'm saying? But, hey, if you guys have seen the video, put it down below. I want to know your guys' thoughts on that. But with saying that, we'll see you at the next video. Peace! Yo, what's going on, people, man? If you guys just enjoyed that video, make sure to like that video, subscribe, all that juicy stuff. But if you guys want to get some private time with me, there's my chat right there, Smooth6God. You can also get with me on Instagram at CobraStarGreen. You also can follow me on Twitch. We will be streaming our live shows and everything, gaming and all that, everything on Twitch. And if you really want to get some private time with me and you want to talk, whatever, you can get with me on Twitter. So there is all of my links right there. You guys can check it out. Subscribe to the channel if you guys didn't like the video, and we will see you guys in the next one. Peace.